Here we are, with both mother and child in perfect condition, ready to start the Fetal Circulation Grand Prix. My name is Mianold, I'm here with analyst and will be providing live commentary alongside today's race. Let the games begin. Alright, here we are at the starting point, the placenta. Each racer is pitting, having passed from the fetal side through the umbilical arteries. It's here at the placenta that the oxygen supply from the mother is received, but it seems that fetal hemoglobin is different from that in adults. Analyst, what's the deal with that?
Indeed, it's a special kind of hemoglobin unique to the fetus. It allows for smooth oxygen exchange even in low oxygen conditions.
So, the placenta isn't exactly rich in oxygen, hence the need for this clever adaptation. Now, the real challenge in this Fetal Circulation Grand Prix is how quickly and efficiently this oxygen received from the mother can be delivered to the fetus' vital organs. Analyst? Could you please continue with the explanation of the course?
Indeed, the key to delivering oxygen to the whole body is to first reach the heart as quickly as possible.
Alright, so the heart comes first. What's next?
From the heart, oxygen is transported to the brain and then throughout the body. Since the brain consumes a lot of oxygen, how quickly and efficiently oxygen can be delivered is crucial.
Got it. What happens after the oxygen has been delivered?
Well, the next goal is to head towards the placenta to replenish oxygen. The junction to go to the placenta is located here, so we'll proceed along this route, aiming for the placenta. Athletes who have traveled towards the internal organs and lower limbs will need to gather first in the inferior vena cava and then circle back around.
I see. Alright, while all this has been happening, it seems that each athlete has finished filling up on oxygen. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the start of the Fetal Circulation Grand Prix. Each athlete, traveling through the umbilical vein, is now heading towards the heart in unison. Lying in wait first is the liver. Let's see how the athletes navigate this. Oh, what's this? They're bypassing the liver at incredible speed.
They are bypassing the liver via a special blood vessel known as the Ductus venosus. Since the mother's liver is working effectively, passing through the fetal liver is low priority.
It's as if they're saying, I have no oxygen for you right now. Such is their racing spirit. Now, having bypassed the liver, they merge into this large blood vessel, the inferior vena cava. Speaking of the inferior vena cava, analyst, this is the largest vein connecting to the heart?
Yes, indeed it is. Here, the athletes who have circulated throughout the body rejoin each other and head towards the heart.
Indeed, it's a straight path to the heart from here. Now, the first group has already reached the right atrium of the heart. The athletes are heading to the next room, the right ventricle. Oh no, they're not! Most of them are continuing straight on. And oh! They've pierced straight through the wall, looks like they're taking a shortcut to the left atrium. This is quite unexpected. The usual course would be to the right ventricle.
Indeed, this is a shortcut through the foramen ovale. The usual path would pass from the right atrium to the right ventricle, through the pulmonary artery to the lungs, then back through the pulmonary veins to the left atrium. A crucial course involving the lungs. However, since the fetus doesn't use the lungs to breathe, this course is deemed an unnecessary detour that wouldn't supply any additional oxygen.
What a ruthlessly efficient decision! To avoid wasting oxygen, they even shortcut through the wall of the heart. A truly exceptional maneuver. Through the foramen ovale to the left ventricle. What remarkable speed! But analyst, it seems not all the athletes are taking the foramen ovale shortcut?
Indeed. There are some athletes heading towards the right ventricle and from there proceeding to the pulmonary artery.
The lungs can't be entirely ignored. Let's observe the movements of the athletes who didn't take the foramen ovale shortcut. Following the standard route, they head towards the right ventricle, gaining speed towards the pulmonary artery. From there, they move towards the lungs. Oh, but what is this vessel? This is a vessel we don't have in our adult circulation, a bypass connecting the pulmonary artery directly to the aorta.
Exactly, it's the ductus arteriosus. Since the fetal lungs aren't yet functional for oxygen exchange, this pathway bypasses the lungs, connecting directly from the pulmonary artery to the aorta.
Credible. It's as if the athletes are saying, "If you can't give me oxygen, I have no use for you," as they bypass en masse. And now, the athletes merge into the aorta, embarking on their journey to deliver oxygen to the eagerly awaiting tissues throughout the body. Analyst, what do you think of this remarkable race so far?
Well, we've seen a variety of ingenious adaptations for transporting precious oxygen.
Absolutely, it's been a spectacular race. What comes next?
Indeed, in order to replenish oxygen once more, it's necessary to head back towards the placenta.
Indeed, just as the trip isn't over until you return home from an excursion, the fetal circulation isn't complete until the blood returns to the placenta. Let's review the course once more.
The red path illustrates the course taken so far. Starting from the placenta, the blood bypasses the liver via the ductus venosus, then travels through the heart, passing through the foramen ovale into the aorta to reach the brain and the rest of the body. Additionally, blood that did not pass through the foramen ovale travels from the right ventricle through the ductus arteriosus into the aorta. The blue path represents the upcoming course. The athletes who delivered oxygen to the brain will proceed along this route, while those who supplied oxygen to the internal organs and lower limbs will circle back this way. Merging back towards the aorta, they then once again head towards the placenta.
Thank you for the course explanation. The race is nearing its final stages. Let's return now to the camera at the aorta junction. The athletes who have finished delivering oxygen are now whizzing down the aorta. Coming into view now is the final fork leading towards the placenta.
Yes, it's the umbilical arteries. This section, with its twists and bends, is a particularly challenging part of the course.
And here they are, at the umbilical arteries, the final curve and loop towards the placenta. It's time for the final sprint. The racers, craving oxygen, are returning to the placenta, the motherly oasis. And now, they cross the finish line.
What a spectacular performance!
We've witnessed the ultimate race to deliver limited oxygen as quickly as possible. But there's only a brief moment of respite, as oxygen is supplied continuously in preparation for the next race. The struggle for these athletes continues until the moment of birth. Stay tuned for the next race in this incredible journey of fetal development. Thank you for joining us today. As we bring our commentary to a close, we want to thank you for your engagement. Until next time, take care and stay curious. Bye for now.